you are well. I wanted to come and talk a little bit about just everything that's going on in the world right now because it's been on my spirit to have this conversation with whomever needs to have this conversation. So I posted this snippet earlier on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook about how the universe is literally doing its job, but it's also bringing a lot of things to the forefront right now, especially as it pertains to women in America. Now, it's a lot going on with America, period, but specifically as a woman in America, you have to understand and understand that there is an attack on you, love. And I wanted to kind of talk about several different ways that we can help combat that. But first, we have to open ourselves up to acknowledge and realize that it is happening. It's going on. If you haven't noticed, there are so many more women dealing with uterine issues, fibroids, endometriosis, PCOS, having to get tubal ligation or desiring to get tubal ligation just because of all of the issues that they've been encountering, getting getting hysterectomies. Like the amount of women that I know under 40 who've opted to get a hysterectomy is alarming. It's alarming, right? Naturally, I'm a firm believer that we are built the way we are supposed to build. We are built the way we are supposed to be built. We don't have to do anything once we are born. That is, our bodies were made the way they were made for a reason. So we were born with all of the things that we need. So why are we taking things away? You know, and that's just it just even down to the healthcare and the stigma about that. It's just like if physicians gave other people options, I think that there would be a completely different number of women going through certain things. If we didn't only have the medicinal route, that's the only option. And I feel like, or, getting things surgically done, anything that incurs a cost, anything that can be done in a facility, of course. And I'm tired, y'all. I'm so tired. And I felt compelled to speak on that. Just like the food, the clothes, the makeup, the lotions, the everything, even what you wear to bed, like even what you're sleeping on in your bed. Like it's just everything is harmful. And it's not surprising that people either A, don't care, or B, can't see because you so clouded with all these micro and major toxins that are just constantly flowing in around. Like even the Bath and Body Works, you can't even smell candles. You can't even use air fresheners. Like y'all, am I like this not crazy? Like if you've ever looked at the back of a makeup bottle or a soap, even perfect example, even people who are constantly getting these reoccurring yeast infections, UTIs, bacteria infections, BV, you struggle with BV, you ain't had sex in 3 years, but you somehow still got BV. Like, sis, this video for you, like we have to understand that we are greater. I know you lying. Together. Each one teach one, right? What are we utilizing now that we know these things? Are we eating cleaner? Are we wearing actual clothing? Are we changing up our beauty routine? Are we changing up the things that we put in and around our skin, in our bodies, in our minds? Like everything is a one band, one sound type of thing. If you change your mind, you'll change your life. I'm not saying that it's going to be an easy task, but it's going to be a task that is worth it, especially if you are raising a little human that so happens to be a woman in America. I mean, all we have is ourselves. All we have is the knowledge that we have. All we have is what's in front of us, not what's behind us. It doesn't matter what we used to be able to have done or well, our parents went through this and that was fine. And what about government cheese? Like, none of that matters. We're talking about what's going on right now because right now we're seeing women unalived at rapid rates for things that are controllable. They're controllable. It's just, it takes the knowledge. And that's what we have right now. That's why we have platforms like this, so we can educate our sisters. Like right now, we need to look into other tissues instead of that bleach stuff that comes. They got bamboo tissue. It might be a little more expensive, but this is where we get creative and this is where we get resourceful. I think we need to all go back to the bartering system. I think that we need to start growing our foods again and stop purchasing from the markets. Or if that's not, everyone doesn't have a green thumb, I understand that. Support your local farmer, because that is someone who may have your best interest at heart, because they have to eat that too, not these big corporations. And I understand y'all love fast fashion. I understand Fashion Nova and Shein and all of that type of stuff, because it's going to come to you in 3 days and it might have been $10.99. But at what cost? Your health? I'd rather pay $42.33 for a shirt in a head wrap than pay $4.22 for carcinogens. I'm This is where we're at. This is what we're reduced to. There is no in between anymore. There is no gray area anymore. You're either on this side or you're on the other. And I'm not saying that it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not saying it's going to happen easily, but this is a conversation that's real, and we need to have it, and we need to start doing it and holding each other accountable, holding ourselves accountable. Because at this point, no one's coming to save us. No one's helping us. No one's detoxifying the world for us. Especially if we're going to stay here. If you are going to stay in America, you have to de-Americanize yourself. And unfortunately, that's just where we're at. It might cost a little more. It might take a little longer, but that's the price that we have to pay for being here, being us. I mean, like, even in this video, like, I just randomly got a full storage out of nowhere. I just feel like y'all don't see the signs around us. Like, y'all don't see the attack. Y'all don't see the women aren't even able to choose their own rights for their bodies. Like, we can't even decide if you want to or not want to be a parent anymore. You can't even try to artificially inseminate yourself at this point. It's just like, yo, it's so much work. But guess what? Unfortunately, we were cultivated to be so strong. So we're strong enough to get through this too. I really, really want y'all to save this and share this, and whoever needs to see and hear it, to join me in this challenge of actual freedom, putting your feet to the ground, okay? Literally and figuratively. I want you to go grounding, like put your feet to the ground. But I mean, put your feet to the ground as it pertains to you being the one leading what your life looks like. You don't have to eat what's available in that sense. You don't have to wear what's available in that sense. You don't have to be what they want you to be. You can be you. And I just felt like that was a message that needed to come out, because it was something weighing heavily on my heart. If you are looking for like a list of alternatives for things, that is something that I think I'm going to start incorporating into this channel too. Different alternatives for like feminine care products. And I'm not saying you have to change your whole entire lifestyle. You just have to do things differently, because you are still able to have fun. You are still able to look the way you want to look. It has a little difference to it, and that's okay, because you can't expect anything better for yourself and stay the same. So if you are on this journey with me, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and have a conversation, put some comments below, some things that you want to see. And I mean, cheers to this holistic health and wellness journey that we all should be embarking on. And if not, I still want you to watch it, just in case you decide to change your mind later on down the line. All right. Well, that was all. I love you, and I will see you very soon with some remedies and updates with everything that we need.